Hello and welcome to What's in this week's Oban Times with me, Sandy Neal.
And me, Kathy Griffiths.
Well, we're here to give you just a little peek into some of the stories that are in the Oban Times this week. You can read all the stories and lots more online by going to our website, westcoasttoday.co.uk, or by picking up printed copies in newsagents, supermarkets and petrol stations. So, Kathy, what have you been looking into this week?
Well, I've been chatting to a tiny band of crofters and neighbours who are taking on a global wind farm company to try and protect a silent spot popular with walkers and nature lovers. If renewable energy company Voltalia gets its way, 6 wind turbines reaching a height of 200 metres will go on land near the Black Lochs at the back of Connell, securing its first venture in Scotland. Crofter Duncan Clark, whose family have worked land close by over the last 3 generations, is one of the objectors who wants to stop the turbines from coming into being. They're worried that the turbines would shatter the peace and quiet of the area next to a site that is triple SI, so that's a special site of scientific interest, and is enjoyed so much by many people who come from all over. But Voltalia have been having sessions, drop-in sessions. They do want to hear people's ideas, so let's see what happens there. Got a really interesting photo that's going to be in the paper and online if you want to check that out. And that shows you what the view could look like from Connell Bridge. So go and check that out. And, here's a special one. Happy leap year birthday to Oban octogenarian Murdo MacLean, who is celebrating 2 special landmarks tomorrow. That's going to be February the 29th. The former hydro worker will be turning 80 and 20 with pals at Ollie's pub, where he says he sucked his first legal pint only 8 years ago when he was 18. Although really he was 72. There you are. I hope you're good at sums and you can manage to work that one out. A decision on the future of a new school campus for Mull will be delayed until April after councillors heard of the problems with Tobermory High School's existing building. Frustrated patients have been hitting out at the lengthy queues which have blighted Boots in Oban's George Street after the firm closed its small but busy pharmacy in Sorrowburgh Road. The advice is at the moment, give yourself a few days to go and get those prescriptions. Don't leave it to the last minute. And plans are being drawn up to take the RNLI's new Oban-based lifeboat to visit the maritime, coastal and island communities that it serves. The charity wants to hear from any groups, schools or communities interested in finding out more. So check out our story and get in touch. There you go, Sandy. What have you been up to?
Thank you very much, Kathy. Well, ScotRail is finally looking at extra heaters on its West Highland Line trains, dubbed the Polar Express, after a spike of complaints by shivering customers and a tough investigation by a watchdog. Plans for 10 houses on the Isle of Jura have been approved by councillors. 2 bids to create national parks in Lochaber and Loch Awe, which may include Oban, will be submitted to the Scottish Government before its deadline on Thursday. 4 out of the 6 other bids in the Highlands and Islands have so far dropped out. And Dunbeg's Beach Cafe has been rescued from closure, with the new tenants hoping to open the area's first net zero cafe. So that's all from us this week.
Sandy, do you think people need reminding council tax is going up 10%?
Oh.
They might have been trying to forget that, but I just felt we should mention it. So you can read all the latest on that online and in our paper. Now try and forget it, everybody, and breathe.
Well, that's right.
There you go.
Well, you can tell us what you think about the 10% council tax rises by emailing us at editor@obantimes.co.uk or messaging us on Facebook. I know how I feel about it. So that is it from us this week. It's goodbye from me, Sandy Neal.
And goodbye from me, Kathy Griffiths. Bye.
Bye.